Good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. Good morning, fellow humans. And by now, everyone should know, our regular people, our students should know we spell that Huemonds, colorful nuts. And that's a good way to think about it because we have a big God, a very big God that doesn't sweat the small stuff. Good morning, Wat Not a Bevy. How are you? How are things in Fort Jacks today? Well, for everyone else, our purpose for being here is to help our students and other interested smile people on their journey through this life. Boom. It would be like this, right? Or like that. On this journey through life is where, based upon the belief that we are souls that have a body, not bodies that have a soul, or souls that have a body. And this is not it. This is just what it is now. Something is to come. And the better we do here, the better we will do next. And so we're here to help people Monday through Friday with the practical things of life, the physical, mental, and emotional getting through the day. And this is primarily, we spend most of our time focused on the mental Monday through Friday. And see, I have written on my screen, smile. Let's see, physical. Most of the time we spend focused on the mental, the figuring out, the navigating through the day-to-day things of life. Probably secondarily, it's the emotional. Because it's, if you can't control your emotions, don't worry, somebody else will, and they'll probably take you out of the game. So I would say, best advice, if you're not good at controlling your emotions, hitch your wagon to somebody who is. Somebody who, when the tough gets going, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. They don't crumble under pressure. They just keep marching forward, heading towards that dim light, the light that shines dimly in the future, heading towards that. Even when losing sight, having an idea of where it is and keep going towards that. Even on the darkest, coldest, windiest night where there's snow and it's uphill, rocky, and you're wondering, why am I doing this? Hitch your wagon to somebody who keeps going, who keeps going. Okay, so our theme of today, our meme of today is pure leader. No, it's not pure leadership. What? What the heck? How did this get changed? This is not the right one. It's practical. Oh, there we go. That's why. It's practical leadership. Practical leadership, which is day 3, week 4 on our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. And what is the difference between a neuroscience-oriented approach to success and a psychology-based approach to success? And the difference is psychology focuses on your thoughts, beliefs, feelings, behavior, outcome, where neuroscience goes way down below that to say, well, where do these beliefs reside physically in your brain? Where are the thoughts? Where are the beliefs? Where are the triggers? What is it that triggers? What is it that causes vibrations in the air to be turned into thoughts, which get turned into behavior, which create an outcome? So that's where the neuroscience thing does it. And if you understand that, you can say, oh, okay, well, if I want this outcome over here instead of this outcome here, where along that chain do I need to focus? So good morning, Maticus von Atticus. You have your mission for today to bring, 3 guys with you to Lost Wages for our mission to Operation I'm trying to think of that movie where they were getting the stolen artwork back from the Nazis. Okay. Operation, whatever the operation is. Okay, so our theme of today is practical leadership. We started with crisis leadership on Monday, pure leadership yesterday. Today, we're focused on practical leadership. Practical leadership. How do you deal with the day-to-day, the stuff that typically happens every day? Every day. Some days are better than others. Sometimes we have highs, sometimes we have lows, but it's not crisis and it's not pure. It's what happens in most of it. So if we think of a normal distribution, a bell curve, on one extreme over here, on this extreme, we have crisis leadership. And there's some really extreme crises and not so extreme crises. And this gets close to just normal activity. And then over here, we have pure leadership where everything is going beyond what can be imagined well, and then less well. And then up here, most of the curve is it's not pure and it's not crisis. It's in between. That's today. Right. Now, okay, so Matt, I will text you the address of the storage place. Oops, I'll text you the address of where we're going. So let's see, what else we need to talk about for today? How about Seth Godin? What's Seth talking about today? Seth is talking about waves and tides. Waves and tides. It's easy to be distracted by the wave that's crashing on the shore. On the other hand, the tide is inexorable. It's the long-term trend, the one that is quietly happening over time. Sometimes a big wave comes along and we lose our focus. It's urgent, but expecting and working with the tide pays off. Waves burn out. Right, focus on the tide. Let me just add that here because we're getting a bit of a late start. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. How are we doing for time? Ooh, 7 minutes in, that's it. Advice from an 80-year-old. How about that? Who knows what the advice from an 80-year-old is? It's good advice today, by the way. By the way, become the most positive and enthusiastic person you know. That is the advice from an 80-year-old. Become the most positive and enthusiastic person you know. Let everyone else be the one looking for the cloud, not the silver lining. Let everyone else be that way. Let everyone else be really good at being the critic who's finding the faults and stuff like that. I'm thinking of Teddy Roosevelt's speech, but the credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by blood and sweat and tears, who knows the agonies of defeat and the sweet taste of victory, etc., etc., etc. Be that person. Life is really, really short. We have a gift of this life. Honor the gift by making the most of the gift. Honor the gift by making the most of the gift. So tonight, okay, so let's see. Let's talk about things for posterity, things that people don't care about today, but maybe in 100 million years, we'll look back and say, oh, wow, that was kind of weird. Yesterday, Glow Up received the complete endorsement of National Action Network. Bing, 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 bing. So that's a good thing. We got that. What else? Let's see, we have something happening Saturday night is dinner with a very important person and wife. Two of the good people in Pahrump, two of the good guys. Let's see, I'm just trying to think of what else to talk about today. People, our red letter. Okay, that's not the red letter. How are things in your new place, Maticus von Atticus? How are the things there? How are the things? Yeah, we got a little bit of a late start, but that's okay because we do this every day so we can roll with the punches. So far, so good. Good. Great. How's your car running? Good. Sophie, what's happening with school? Okay, let's do a review of where we are and where we're going this week. So this week is called leadership, but it's really about power. It's about getting other people to do what you want. And you can use the dark side, which is yelling, criticizing, putting people down, being sarcastic, gaslighting. What are some of the other terms out there now? Ghosting people, threatening to do ghosting or gaslighting, the things that make people feel bad. We can get what we want by doing that. And people will do that as long as either they're committed to doing it or until they find something better. Or the other side is to encourage people, to motivate people, to compliment people. And ideally, it's to get them to self-motivate themselves. That's the ideal way to do it. So on this side, our goal is to get people to do it for the positive way, to add air to the tires, be the most enthusiastic person you know, not the most critical person, not the person who's always right, not the person who knows everything, the person who looks at the world and says, wow, golly gee, what a blessing it is to be able to experience this life and make the most of it. Okay? So this week, our goal is to get people to do what we want. And what do we want? We want to be successful. What is success? Success here is money times meaning and purpose. Success is a function of money times meaning and purpose. So what does that mean? That means the more money you put into having meaning and purpose, the more successful you'll be. But money comes first because it's hard to have a lot of meaning and purpose if you're in survival mode. If you can barely take care of yourself, you can't really help other people. So the first thing is make sure you have as much money as you can to help other people. What does meaning and purpose mean? Meaning means here, our definition of meaning is act such that everything you do matters. Sure, it's great to be sleeping in all day, eating grapes during the day, having no care in the world. Sure, that's great. That's a great way to utilize the gift of life. Hey, I got this gift of life and I am just going to be happy. I'm going to do the things that make me happy. I'm going to sleep in, I'm going to eat grapes, I'm going to whatever. On the other hand, that stuff doesn't really matter. Sleeping in doesn't really matter. Eating grapes during the day doesn't really matter. Contemplating nature doesn't really matter. Do things that matter. That's what meaning is. Doing things that matter. And purpose is service to others. So if you do things that matter and it's in service to others and you have money behind you, you now can be successful. Success is not money time. If you have $1 billion of money and you have no meaning and purpose, 1 billion times 0 is 0. However, if you're like Mother Teresa, where everything she did matters and it was all in service to people, you have some level of success, because even 1 times, let's say, 1 million value of money, meaning, and purpose, $1 times 1 million meaning and purpose gives you 1 million meaning and purpose. If you take $10 and apply it, you have at least 10 times more meaning and purpose. So the more money you have, the more meaning and purpose you can have. All right. So we are at 16 minutes in. Whatnot a bevy. Have a good day. Matt, I'll see you on the other end. We need to be at the facility at 1. I would shoot to be there at 12:40. I will send you the coordinates. It's at the north end of North Las Vegas. So on your map, it might tell you to go around the northern way, to head north on 160, come to 95 and go south into Vegas. That might be the fastest way for you to get there. I have to pick up the truck, so I got to go the southern route. Right. And we'll probably go the northern route on the way back. To get back here, we'll probably go the northern route. So with that in mind, I am going to say and cut. Water bevy, if you're there, and cut. Boom.